but Kristaps Porzingis is playing the best ball of his season right now, coming off 34 the other night.
And he looks great this season. We didn't see him back in October, and this is the thing I've noticed about him. He is playing in the post way more than we have ever seen him in the post since he's been with the New York Knicks, and now he's attacking double teams, passing out of them. He's playing defense. He's a rim protector, getting blocks, and he's still able to step out and shoot that three. His game has evolved, and he played a phenomenal game in Portland the other night. So
let's take a look at the starting lineups and find out who's in for each team. For the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson will get the start at point guard. Frank Ntilikina, Stanford product, Dwight Powell, Dorian Finney-Smith, and the unicorn himself, Kristaps Porzingis.
Multiple bodies on Kristaps Porzingis. He's playing in the post so much more this season. He's not just a one-trick pony stepping out and hitting that three. He is a threat from all over the floor.
You see Porzingis right there coming off 34 points in a win against the Portland Trail Blazers. And we are nearly underway here at Golden One Center's Harrison Barnes. Nice kick out, Marvin Bagley. Shot clock down to 8. Bagley going right at Porzingis. Unable to get it to go.
With his right hand.
Dallas on a 5-game road trip. 2 of those games right here in Sacramento as they go right down low to the big fella Porzingis. They're doing out there.
Lou Dort did a really good job on him last night, and that's something that they don't have that caliber of defender on this Mavericks roster, so things should be a little bit easier for him hopefully here tonight.
Porzingis open in the corner, 3-ball, rims out. We got
screens, and he can come off and curl in the lane, and he's either got the pull up, the floater, or he can get all the way there depending on what the defense gives him. Nice little floater by him in that situation.
Nice double there from Marvin Bagley, and we got a foul on Porzingis.
I like it. I talked from the very beginning of the game, you got to show him multiple looks. You know he's got to expect a double team. That's why you don't give it every single time to have foul trouble, and that's something against this team when you have Porzingis. You want to make sure you're fully loaded at that spot.
Oh, Porzingis has the green light. Knock it down, the foul line jumper. What do you think about Porzingis without Luka? It's his time now. He has to be the guy to score.
Absolutely, and he's taking full advantage of it. And it's also about him getting healthy as well, is that he's able to really expand his game and show all facets of it because he's feeling well. This is a guy that has kind of had an injury-riddled career.
Has never played in a full NBA season as Ntilikina. All right, Dallas up by 4. You see the turnover numbers as Bagley picks up a cheap one, 24 feet away from the rim.
Porzingis, you don't want to make it easy for him even to catch the ball, even if it's out on the outside, but just talked about.
He heads to the bench with 2 personal fouls. Chimezie Metu, and he's charged with guarding Porzingis. Tyrese was on the switch. And Dorian Finney-Smith.
As a 4, his shot looks great. He just doesn't have the repetitions yet to be knocking it down at the percentage you want to see it. But
see the field goal numbers. Sacramento 4 of 9. And man, we got another foul on the Kings.
Aaron's trying to say that Porzingis was holding him on that screen. And by the way, that's something that bigs do a lot. You figure out ways to kind of draw fouls on those screens as when you're a screener offensively. Fans reacting to seeing it on the
point game. Kings trailing right now by 9.
Oh.
Aggressive on the offensive end as he completes the 3-point play. How about a little full court pressure here from Sacramento, junking it up against Dallas.
And we saw that yesterday against Oklahoma City. We haven't seen it much this season. And why is it important? 10 seconds on the shot clock right now, and they're just getting into their offense.
I tell you what, Porzingis draws another foul. This time it's on Chimezie Metu, and it's Golden One Center crowd. They have seen enough. Porzingis, a parade to the free throw line.
Mezzi trying to get around in front. Okay. Wow.
You know the rule. You know the rule, Katie. You don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
At all.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's gonna go. If that's what Porzingis is trying to do, which is to flop and bait you into fouls, those situations, you need to be cognizant of it and be careful.
Mavericks up by 6. Porzingis, great.
A rim himself, able out there working on his D, working on his shot. He is not an idle guy, so I'm sure being out in protocol. Do you know where he's at? Do you know his name?
This guy is a gym rat too, Katie. Yeah. You are right.
It probably killed him to be out.
It crushed him, I'm sure. Kings only down by 5. Little mid-range jumper, Sterling Brown, but right rebound. Buddy had a good look that last possession.
Really, really good look. I mean, how many lineups do you think there are out there that has someone, a 7-2 guy, a 7-3 guy, and then Isaiah Thomas?
Right.
I'm not even going to throw out there. Is it to make up for, you know, the deficiency there? Small lineup,
Right.
You're right.
Porzingis up to 9. Jones trying to answer back with a 3 instead.
And the penalty at about the 7:15 mark, and yet Dallas only attempted 6 free throws in that first quarter. But really where the damage was done was allowing them to score 12 points off of threes. So they've got to lock down on that perimeter area.
I tell you what, we are seeing an ultra-aggressive Kristaps Porzingis.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, he looks like a different player, and I don't know if it's getting healthy or if it's Jason Kidd's system, but I think it's probably a little bit of both.
Benson.
I can also look for my shot, but also be able to distribute and set other guys up.
Can they both get going at the same time, you think?
Yeah, I absolutely think that they can. A lot of it's
Had earlier about a player who has improved his three-point shooting. Jason Kidd, case in point.
Yeah.
And he turned into one of the game's all-time great three-point shooters.
You're absolutely right. And really, Carmelo Anthony is another example of that. When he first came into the league, the 3 was not part of his repertoire. And look kind of where he's at right now and how he's kind of made that his living now, coming off the bench, second unit type guy.
Porzingis heads to the bench. After that turnover, Kristaps Porzingis.
With Rashawn Holmes in the starting lineup, you see a lot of pick and rolls, Kyle, but you don't see a
product working on Tyrese. Bagley on the switch out. Finney Smith into the paint. Shot clock down to 5. Porzingis calls for a turnaround short. Nice ball movement from Sacramento Fox. No, but look at Bagley. Sky getting to the paint. No foul call.
No matter who they're putting on him defensively, able to get to his spots and get some high-quality looks for him.
Fox recently turned 24 back on December 20th. Here he is trying to guard Porzingis. Nice hands.
Left kind of solo on him, and then on the defensive end, switched off on Porzingis. And what I've loved about the...
That can stop Tyrese Halliburton right now is Alvin Gentry himself. Tyrese is playing at such a high level out of a timeout. Oh, Porzingis, that's his first points since the first quarter. Katie had 9 in the first.
And they've just done a great job collectively on him, and that one right there, just a little hustle play. Size, sometimes you can't stop.
Tyrese locked and loaded, unable to knock that one down.
Catch it and go into his motion. Didn't even have to kind of garner that little kind of bump when you go down into your stance. Efforts on the defensive end and how everyone is playing together and calling out coverages and help side.
Fox going up high here in the third. Brunson already with 18. Has the switch with Bagley guarding him. Brunson puts his head down. Kick. Pow. 3-ball. Oh, a lot of contact underneath. And they're going to say a foul on Sacramento as Porzingis goes down in the heat.
Buddy's talking to Porzingis right now because both Buddy and De'Aaron were trying to box Porzingis out because they had him on that weak side. And whenever you have a shot, using contact to his advantage. I shall put it that way.
In a row as Davion Mitchell going up high. Oh, Chimezie Metu, a near poster. Unable to throw it down.
To perfection. Chimezie Metu was up in the air and that ball was off just a smidgen. That close enough for him to be able to throw it down, and then that results in Kristaps Porzingis with a little jumper on. But great possession because it's more like what we saw in the first half of the ball game. Sharing the ball, moving multiple efforts.
Porzingis from San Francisco knocks it down. And we got a foul. Oh, Brunson hit the deck. One more look. They're going to call this one on Rashawn Holmes.
To report who they were calling the foul on right there. Alvin Gentry was up in, I believe it was Jonathan Sterling's face as he was trying to report the foul, saying, you got to look at that, you got to look at that. I feel like he was in his motion.
I think so.
I feel like
challenge is unsuccessful. The foul occurred as he's releasing the ball. We got one shot.
A big problem for the Kings where they're turning the ball over, and it's the type of turnovers that lead to points. So luckily in that situation, it wasn't a live ball turnover. You had the opportunity to set your defense, but you can't keep allowing the turnovers to pile up against this team right now.
Brunson, Porzingis, he just hit one from that spot. Tyrese deflection. And they're going to call 24-second violation.
Aggressive contest by Tyrese Halliburton, and I love the contest to the side. Let's take a look at him. He does it from the side, and he goes right by, and you see why Porzingis was maybe a little...
We got a mismatch down low. Tyrese trying to guard Porzingis. Nice help out from Chimezie Metu. Porzingis, 7-3, rolling to the basket. That's why they call him a unicorn, Katie.
Great job by that pair right there, using and setting the pick and roll.
Tyrese in double figures now with 12 points, another double-double as the unicorn throws it down, two-handed style.
The stops on this end, Kyle.
Here's Bagley on the switch now against Brunson. Porzingis calling for it against Richaun Holmes. Back out to Brunson, shot clock down to 3. Porzingis, and a cheap foul by Marvin Bagley on the reach-in.
Down to dig down on that post-up.
Visit kings.com/pass to secure yours now. Sacramento 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth quarter as they trail by 2. Porzingis already with 22, looking for more, fading, falling. Looking for the sidestep 3 and instead blows it by him. Fox, shot clock down to 2, swooping in. Too short, battle for the rebound. Richaun Holmes on the inside. That's a big boy doing.
And it was just by the hard work. You have to give credit to Dallas for making that entire offensive possession really difficult, but it was Richaun Holmes that did the dirty work at
Barnes back to Tyrese, shot clock down to 8. Halliburton crossing him up, 3 ball, in and out. Brunson up to 25. We're under a minute to play as Halliburton spins it back out, shot clock down to 5. Working on Powell, Tyrese looking for Richaun on the inside, he's denied. Shouting out instructions as Jalen Brunson finds Porzingis. He'll get to the line for 2.
The whole time right on his hip, and then this possession, you've got a mismatch right there. Porzingis very good at getting himself to the free throw line. Big from the free throw line. Trust me, you're going to figure out how to get there.
They're looking to go Brunson one-on-one. Here comes the screen, Ntilikina. They got the switch on Fox. Fox with the defense. Porzingis, shot clock winding down, heaves one up, 24-second violation. The Kings 3.8, here's De'Aaron Fox. Fox to the paint, Metu, 3, got it! Chimezie Metu wins it at the buzzer!
Chimezie Metu has been struggling from beyond the arc, but tonight he is 3 of 5 from the three-point land. And
then this one, and how about the pass from De'Aaron Fox?
The pass and the unselfishness and just making the right play and trusting.